Hi everyone, it's Leilani. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing another episode of Flashback Friday, and I'm going to show you this Studio Calico 9x12 album, which is my first ever Project Life album from 2018. So let's just dive right in. So I know that there will be a bit of a glare, so I'm going to try to hold up all the pages, which may help a little. All right, here we go. So this is my title page. I'm never really that sure what to do on my title pages. I don't have like a set thing that I do every year, but for this year I just chose a couple pictures from the previous year, and then I used my circle punch, and I did punch out some little Mickey and Minnie things out of like a vintage book that I'd gotten at a thrift store like for art journaling. So I thought that that was kind of fun. But yeah, I just kind of threw some stuff together here, but I do like it. And then quick backstory. So for this first Project Life album, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do this year, but I knew that I wanted to document like each month. And even though I've been a fan of Allie Edwards since like, I don't know, 2005 or 6 or something, um, I really started watching like her YouTube videos around this time, and I was seeing more and more Project Life. So I thought, okay, that I'm going to try that. So this first week, I didn't know that I was going to do Project Life, so I really didn't have a lot of photos. So I just have some selfies, and I kind of went with the beginning of the year like goals and currently list and all of that. So and then you'll see I have a lot of the same kind of papers and stuff. I had grabbed a Beautiful Mess core kit that was even a bit old whenever I got it, but I was a huge fan of A Beautiful Mess, so I knew that they had some scrapbooking supplies. I had all of Elsie's supplies back in the day with the Love Elsie collection. So I knew that I had to grab this. So I used the core kit kind of a lot at the beginning, especially these first few weeks, and I really didn't have a lot of other supplies. So I was just starting to realize, like, okay, there's a lot of online stores and all kinds of scrapbook supplies out there that I really didn't know about at this time. So yeah, this week, the second week, so we're in January, it was really snowy. We don't have a lot of snow here, so it was crazy. We had a lot of snow during the first couple weeks, and so I had to get a lot of snow pictures. We were off work and all of that kind of good stuff. I was getting a few things from Studio Calico, so you'll see that kind of sprinkled in. That was kind of the main place. I knew that A Beautiful Mess had their albums, the Messy books, done, I guess, by the same manufacturer or whatever. So I kind of figured out Studio Calico early on. But this was a layout of my friend Shelby's birthday that I did later in the year. So this is definitely Citrus Twist. And I was subscribed to their kit at this point. But I went back and made this one. So this was whenever I was getting a little more comfortable with scrapbooking at that point. So at the beginning, I'm really just trying to figure out what in the world I'm doing. So I was still using all the different types of page protectors that came with the album. So these are the little 3x3s, which I really don't use these anymore unless maybe I'm doing something specific where I want to use the 3x3 pockets, but it's not something that I naturally feel that comfortable doing or using. But this was just another kind of week at home. This was a definite transition time of my life. I knew that I was going to be starting a new job, which is where I currently work and have currently quit. But at this time, I was just starting that job. So I had a little bit of extra time before I was starting that job. So I was kind of just getting in all of the fun, like free time type things during this time. But yeah, I made a few of these just like little pockets. These are like 6x8 page protectors. So I just did some little small pages. This was this is Will's family, and this was his dad's birthday, I think. And we took a family picture. There's a photo booth strip on the back, and we had gone bowling with them. So here's a few other pictures, and I'm definitely getting some Studio Calico stuff in around this time. And I do really like this layout. It's just, you know, it's just different. I guess I'm looking back on it like I'm a newbie. And you'll notice I was typing my journaling and I would always like put my journaling right here in the middle square for almost every week. So it's just something like I don't ever do now. Yeah, I love these pictures. This was just a good night. I love these bowling shoes, Will's big size 13 shoe next to mine. It just looks funny. So I love that. This one's a 2-page spread. So once again, I've always just kind of, if I have enough pictures for a 2-pager, I'll go with that. I don't have a lot of rules, but this was a really fun week. This was Valentine's week, and I went out with my mom. We got ramen. We saw I, Tonya. We got candy from a candy store. And here, this is actually a flip up. So once again, journaling typed out on the middle card. And when you flip it up, we had started sending Bitmojis to each other. So I kept those. And here I did a little clear flip. So you flip that up and there's some little things kind of currently about us, which is funny because we still do these things, but maybe they're, you know, we don't go to Target on Sundays now. We go on Saturdays, you know, little things like that. So you can just tell that schedules have changed and different things have gone on, you know, which is kind of fun to look back on. Here's my Valentine card from Will. And then here's the second half of the week. So I had a Galentine's with my girlfriends. I love these little pictures here and just fun little bits around the house. A meme down here that describes Penny, you know, just little bits. So I love that. Here is another week. You can kind of tell, I feel like I just wasn't, I didn't have kind of my flow going. I can just feel that I might have struggled with this week a little bit. I don't know. I just, with the 9x12 as well, I just feel like I can't do my type of scrapbooking as good as the 12x12. And I just really noticed that with these albums. But this was my last week of cleaning. So that was my job before my current job. And I cleaned houses for my friend's cleaning company. Here I was saying goodbye to my favorite customer, Bug. That was my baby. So I just loved him. And this was a card from Bug's parents saying, you know, thank you and all of that. And this was kind of a fun thing that I did. I got this page protector off of Amazon. So these are like coin collector page protectors. So they're pretty small. I don't know what this size is, but it's little, maybe like 1 inch by 1 inch or something. So I printed off a lot of pictures of Will at various stages, and then I used like just mostly my tiny attacher, and I just found different W's, and he was turning 26, you know, fun things like that, and just kind of included it in the pocket. And then on the back, all of these pictures are from his actual birthday that year. So I just thought that that was kind of a cool way to document it, kind of like its own layout, but something a little more interesting. And then here was whenever I started my new job. So things like this, I feel like, are why Project Life is so special, because at the time you may not think it's that big of a deal, but some things really are. And this was a huge turning point in my life where I started my new job, you know. So that's basically what this whole thing is, screenshots from like Snapchat or Insta stories and different things like that. I did a lot of journaling here in the middle again, typed out journaling. But yeah, a lot of Studio Calico at this point as well. Same here. And also, like the same week that I started my new job, Will started his tattoo apprenticeship. So that was just a really big transitional time in our lives. And we went from me working basically part-time to like this full-time office job. Will now has 2 jobs. So we were just really like busy and kind of struggling to figure it all out at this time. Let's see. I have my desk down here. I'd kind of decorated my desk. You know, little things like that are just kind of fun to look back on. So here's another. These are 6x12 page protectors, which I used a lot back then. I haven't used them currently like in a while, but I really should. I have a lot of these page protectors left. But this was my friend Sarah's birthday, and the place that we went had a photo booth. So of course, you know, I'm crazy for a photo booth. So I had to get a lot of those pictures. Here's another just random week of fun out and about with Will. I was really into, of course, documenting any little bits of things that we did since we were working so much. And here, once again, I just feel like with these 9x12s, I can't fit as much of my story in my pictures as I want. I always really like it when people use 9 by 12, but I think I'm just such a fan of the 12 by 12. Here's a layout that I did. I printed this off as big as my printer would go. So the white paper in the background is 8.5 by 11, so it's a little smaller. And that's just Penny and Greta. Then on the back, just a few Polaroids from a day out with my girls, which was really fun. A nice like summer feeling day or spring feeling day. And then here's a little more that week. So it was Easter. We had brunch. We took Penny to a dog park and she was like not happy. I think here's where I started doing some printables and maybe some Citrus Twist is coming. This one was like random cards that I had that were all like doggy themed. So I kind of went with the dog themed page. This was a huge deal because Penny and Greta did not get along. Greta did not like Penny at the beginning and they were actually snuggling. So, I mean, that was so huge. And that picture of Greta is like my favorite picture that I've ever taken of her over here, like her glamour shot. So I love that. Then this was my friend's bridal shower. A lot of pictures from that. Another one of these like little 3x3 pockets, which are pretty interesting. I do like them, you know, when I see them here, but it's just not something that I would maybe reach for on the regular. Then this was a really fun week. Me and my friend Shelby, we went on a road trip it was around Atlanta, and we went to go see Casey Musgraves. So that was super fun, and we did like a meet and greet package, so we got to meet her. So here's a picture, and I just wanted to print that off pretty big. So same thing, it's as big as my printer will go. So that was pretty cool. And then if you did the meet and greet, you got like these prints of her handwriting, like some of her lyrics. So I just put it right in there so I wouldn't lose it. Some more pages. I love this picture of me and Penny. That's one of my favorites. It's almost her birthday. Little things, eating lunch with Will. We were still working together at that point, and he worked for that company that I had just started. So, and so did my dad. He retired from there. So I had a huge support system, but at the time we were able to like go to lunch all the time at work and everything. This one's Penny's birthday. So you'll see that was from her birthday with her present. And then there's a really cute little baby smushy Penny. So cute. I'm still doing the typed journaling, and it looks like it kind of got, you know, messed up, but it's fine. But I'm really into handwriting now. It doesn't bother me at all to handwrite. But at the time, I just kind of saw a lot of typed journaling, and I loved the way that it looked. So I did that, even though I prefer handwriting. I mean, if I'm doing a layout or something, maybe I'll add some typed journaling for something different. But here I was like only doing typed journaling. So definitely a change. And this was Mother's Day. For some reason, I was doing these like clear pockets. I don't know what I was thinking, but you know, the memories are documented, which is what matters. But yeah, it was Mother's Day. We took my mom to this like safari park in Jackson, Tennessee, and we were feeding all these like exotic animals and stuff, which was really fun. Another just kind of random week. I got some new tattoos. This flips up, and Will had filled in a little bit of a tattoo that I had while he was apprenticing, so that was exciting. Some more of those little square pockets. I didn't realize I used them so much, but this was when Casey got engaged, so that was exciting. Lots of pictures there. We were doggy sitting Greta, and she was wanting my ice cream, so that was cute. And then just more little everyday things, you know, Will's apprenticeship. I love having that stuff documented as well. All those little moments, you know, so special. Here's another little quick layout I did, but I really like how everything's kind of like saturated there just in the middle. So that's just Will with the pups. And then on the back, just a little layout of me, a selfie on mine and Will's anniversary. So we're nearing the end of the album. This one was a big week. Me and my mom hung out, and then me and Will started our anniversary trip for 7 years. We went to Nashville, and he got tattooed. And I think I'm noticing, this might be more like Citrus Twist. I feel like here towards the end, I was starting to subscribe to them, but this is definitely Studio Calico. And I remember thinking this was kind of a dark type kit for me, but you know, I just went with it. But not really my style, and it still doesn't really feel like my style, but you know, you got to try different things out. But this was our trip to Nashville, so a lot of little bits of exploring and doing this and that. And I have some memorabilia here. This one, I took a glassine bag and I backed it. This might be from Studio Calico too. It was like a large like fabric sticker, almost like a piece of paper, and I backed my glassine bag with it, and I have little, you know, bits in there. So I have an insert, and here we ate at this fun food truck called I Dream of Weenie, which was awesome and fun. And then on the back, we saw my favorite singer, Jenny Lewis, at the Basement East. And that was super, super fun. That was a great show. So I love having that documented. Same week, a lot happened. This is a little card from my friend Casey asking me to be one of her bridesmaids. This is the rest of the week. It was Father's Day, so I have a picture with my dad. He got a Bitmoji. That was a year that we had gotten baby Penny. Picture of Will and his friends at the bottom. So lots of just little memories. Now we're getting into summertime memories, you know, going to summer movies. We still haven't gone back to the movies. I haven't documented a movie ticket stub in what feels like forever. But hopefully we will be able to at some point. This one, I don't know if you can see it, but Penny's like mean mugging me from the bedroom when I was in my craft room, and Big Brother was starting. I always have to document that. And then on the back, I got this picture printed from Persnickety Prints. So it's just a 9x12 photo. And I cut it up, and even though I wouldn't normally cut through someone's face, but I felt like this one was fine because it's just kind of the back page. I have these pictures documented in other ways, so I just thought it was kind of graphic and fun. But that's it. So I hope that y'all enjoyed this little flip through of my 2018 Project Life album. It's crazy looking through here. I mean, I feel like this is still definitely my style. Like I can see me in this, but of course I just see so many different things I would have done differently, or you know, just different choices and stuff along the way. But I do still really love these albums. I love having Project Life documented, and I just love these everyday moments, just being able to kind of flip through and have these great pictures like this from really fun days out and about, or just pictures at home, or you know, little things like that are just so special. So Project Life is just my ultimate favorite form of documenting. But yes, well guys, I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe, and please also give me a like. You can also follow me over on Instagram at Leilani_scraps. I document and post a lot on there, just kind of more everyday kind of fun things that are going on. It's not always about scrapbooking, but you'll see a lot of different projects and stuff. But anyways, we're nearing the end, and next month I will share the second half of this 2018 album. So yeah, I hope you liked it, and I will talk to you next time. Bye guys.